Hey everyone, welcome to SIG Node CI meeting on February 11th, 2026. I'm going to do a short one today, just some test triage, passing over to Maria.
Thanks. All right. I'm just gonna share my screen real quick. Okay, cool. So pretty similar to last week. There's some improvements, but yeah, the first one got an extra passing. And then for SIG Node Kubelet, they're both the same failures. I still have the to-do list to add the GitHub links, or actually make the issues and then add them, but the test is pretty much the same. It's like the container restart pull images one, and then the second one for the kubelet is the GCE ETE swap Fedora serial. Same history for both, but they're both here. For Signode Container D, same failures, but two did actually get resolved throughout the week. So we had 5 before, and now we only have 3 failing, which is great. And so this one is, oops, right, the pool ETE serial EC2 canary. I want to ask, like, what does it mean when this is blank? Is it just not running?
Right, yeah, maybe those jobs are test runs where people just isolate the job that they want to run, or maybe they just didn't run, like there was a test problem that caused it not to run.
Yeah, if you
Okay.
look at the very top row, something failed. Probably, my guess, in like setting up the test and then the
Hmm. Okay. So if I were to like create the issue for this, like, what do you say? Do you have to say something about this part, or you just put like the error, like, oh, failed to run SSH command? How does it work when it's empty?
Right,
I
the
would write
fail.
that. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Carlos.
No, I was gonna say the fail to SSH one is always a problem on all of logs. I'm not sure if that's necessarily the problem. Like if you look at all our logs, that error is pretty common.
Okay, yeah.
Uh, I mean, I would generally, if you haven't had a chance to look into it, I
Mhm.
would just follow. I mean, I guess the question. What's helpful to know is, are any tests actually running? Because sometimes these things will show up if like the job doesn't exit cleanly, or if this one also could be the node is not actually starting and nothing's actually running. And I think that's just like worth looking into first.
Okay, okay.
The,
That'll
I don't know for EC2 jobs, but for other ones, I would just look to see if in the Ginkgo logs if stuff actually ran, or did they all like just did not even get to the point of running the tests.
Okay, Ginkgo logs. I'll check those first and then include that in the issue description. Thank you. Um, and then yeah, this I noticed it was like a similar thing with this fill as well. Just wasn't running them, but it was happening last week as well. The alpha features, yeah, here. And then node kubelet container D, same like purple flakiness. Yeah, and that one is being worked on here and was assigned to someone last week, so that one will be it's covered. And then for the Signo Cryo, uh, yeah, an improvement. Last week was 3, and this is 2. And then the 2 were the same, had the same error. The ensure credentials pulled images for Node Kubelet Serial Cryo and then Kubelet GCE EDE swap Fedora serial, both the same tests. We'll put an issue for both, and since it's the same message, I'll put it for the same failure. And then Signode, the DRA is flaky but passing for most part, so nothing there. For pre-submits, we got 2 failures. One was PR node kubelet cry all alpha proxy. Seems like this is run because of a PR, but that one was failing. On container restart and pull images, like very similar to one above. And then the second one, this one was the pool. What is this? PR kubelet serial E2E pod resources API. This one's new, I think. I did not see it last week. Yeah. And its all history only goes back to the 3rd. But again, I'll probably look into why it's not running. Like every other run is skipped, but when it does run, it fails on pod resources API. So that's something to look into. And then one failure for SIG Node EC2. This was, I think, from last week as well. Pool Kubernetes node ET. Yeah, same as last week. But the other failure from last week was the memory metrics failure was resolved. So this is the only one that has to be tracked for EC2. Yeah, I did notice it was a similar fail to run SSH error. So probably going to be something else with why it's all being skipped. But the rest are flaky passing. Oh, then one failing. Yeah, that was new from the SIG node feature discovery. A periodic end-to-end master started failing on the 4th, so right after we met. This one was saying something about a Helm command missing, I think. But then at the bottom it has like 9 different failures. So that one, I did find this issue, but I think it was like a different error message about an image not being found. So maybe the error changed, but it was assigned to someone a while ago. So maybe they have an update on why it changed, but it is being tracked. Or should I make a new one if it's like a new message, error message? Because I believe it's the same test, periodic node feature. Yeah, end-to-end test. Should I bump on the issue or make a new one if the error message is different?
Is there some conversation in the bug or it's just empty?
It's only was like the robot and assignment, that's it.
Yeah, you can. I think you can reuse it in this case. Just
Okay.
you created it, so you can even like say there is new message now.
Okay. I'll update that
Mhm.
as well. And the last one was, oh yes, this one was the same. Wait, operator. SIG Node security profiles operator was the same as last week because it started pretty recently. And that one, yes, still need to file an issue for it. But
Yeah,
this
that's
is,
one confusing one where linter errors sometimes going green, right?
yeah. Yeah, I believe. But overall, that's the, oh, and then this one was new. This was added for the first time. Is that, yeah, since the 7th, node readiness controller?
Yeah, Jay is working on node range controller.
Okay, nice. Yeah.
I wasn't aware that we added new test grid, but yeah, it sounds good.
Yeah, I mean, it looks looking healthy. I just noticed it was like an extra one to track. We did have one that disappeared. I think it was, I forgot where I put it, but I just like hid the, oh, here it is. It jumps from 11 to 13 because we don't track the C advisor anymore here, but just have the history. It's still there if you like scroll back. But yeah, now we added node readiness control. But yeah, that's the overall state of the test grid. And
So nothing major jumping up. I think
yeah.
this is fine for today. Yeah, Peter, I think we may want to cut it short so we spend more time on enhancements and triaging bugs. unless people want to stay and triage bugs.
No, I agree with putting energy into enhancements.
That
Okay,
works for me.
Great.
thank
Thank
you
you,
very much.
everyone.
Bye.
See you next week.
Bye bye.